welcome to the AI Explorer. I'm your host, and we have stories you will not want to miss. It's a science just doing the news show, I'm telling you. When is the last time you heard of a complete news show produced with the help of AI? Well, that's what I do with me and my team of agents. I have some artists working away at these designs, and I help them along the way. Now, let's play Guess That Slop, where we take a lyric from a well-known song, we give it to AI so it can turn the lyric into a video prompt. Sort of an AI experiment I like to do. Today, what's fascinating is because of the slop, it got a little steamy. I thought that by VO3 standards it was getting kind of, on the edge, but let's check it out. This is from a 1975 song. See if you can guess it. That was a little hot there, right? All right, settle in, folks, because if you thought the world was already off its rocker, wait till you hear what the silicon brains are cooking up. I'm your host, the AI Explorer, and tonight we're diving headfirst into the digital rabbit hole where the only thing weirder than the news is the guy delivering it to you. And don't touch that dial unless you're trying to figure out if your remote is secretly an AI learning your viewing habits. Which, let's be honest, it probably is. Here are your top stories for tonight, hotter than New York City sidewalk in July. Folks, here first, the Vatican has officially entered the AI ethics debate. And I'm not talking about whether your smart rosary is tracking your prayer habits. No. Pope Leo XIV, through his Secretary of State, Cardinal Pietro Parolin, basically said, "Hold on a minute, Hal. We need some good ethical management here." Speaking at the AI for Good Summit in Geneva, the Pope's message emphasized that AI needs to be centered on the human person, going beyond the mere utility of efficiency. So if your AI toaster is burning your toast consistently, it's not just a bad algorithm, it's a moral failing, apparently. They're pushing for the global governance of AI based on inherent dignity and fundamental freedoms. I guess human dignity now includes not being replaced by a highly efficient robot butler who also judges your life choices. This could be big, people. Next thing you know, they'll be offering AI confessionals. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. And my chatbot just told me to invest in Dogecoin. Remember when rock stars got huge signing bonuses? Well, move over, Mick Jagger, because AI engineers are the new kings of cash. LinkedIn co-founder Reid Hoffman is out there defending the eye-watering compensation packages being thrown at top AI talent, saying these seemingly irrational payouts make perfect economic sense. We're talking $300 million over 4 years for some OpenAI researchers poached by Meta. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman called these tactics distasteful. Distasteful? Sam, when you're talking about that kind of money, the only thing distasteful is not getting it. Hoffman argues that if one individual can transform industries or cure cancer, then sure, $100 million for an AI whiz kid seems like a bargain. So if you're feeling poor, just remember somewhere an AI developer is getting paid more for knowing how to make a computer think than most of us will see in 10 lifetimes. And you thought your boss was cheap. Good news, content creators who actually create content. YouTube is tightening its partner program rules effective July 15th, 2025, and it's aimed squarely at the mass-produced, repetitious, or inauthentic content. Basically, if your creative process involves hitting a button and letting the AI spit out 50 slightly different listicles, your gravy train just hit a brick wall. YouTube says they're not banning AI tools, they're just banning lazy AI usage. So if you're just reading a blog post over stock footage with an AI voice, prepare for demonetization. But if you add significant commentary, analysis, or creative storytelling, you might still be okay. Do you hear that, guys? We're okay. So for all your aspiring AI content farm owners, time to get off your algorithms and actually be, original. Or, as my grandmother used to say, if you're gonna lie, at least make it interesting. And in news that sounds like something out of a sci-fi novel about holistic healing, the WHO, ITU, and WIPO have released a new report showcasing how AI is being used in traditional medicine. Yes, you heard that right. Your grandma's secret herbal remedies are about to get a silicon chip upgrade. We're talking AI-powered diagnostic in genomics, machine learning identifying medicinal plants in Ghana and South Africa, and AI analyzing traditional compounds for blood disorders in Korea. The goal is responsible AI that safeguards cultural heritage and data sovereignty. So if you see your shaman chatting with a chatbot, don't be surprised. It's just progress, people, even if it feels like we're just 2 steps away from an AI recommending leeches for your headache. And Singapore, always ahead of the curve, has just launched Southeast Asia's first hybrid quantum AI testbed. Because apparently regular AI wasn't giving us enough existential dread. This groundbreaking initiative, a collaboration between BDX data centers and Elon Technologies, means startups, enterprises, and even government agencies can explore quantum-enhanced AI applications. What does that mean for you? Probably nothing immediately, but it sounds impressive, doesn't it? Yes, it does. They're integrating quantum processing units, QPUs, with regular CPUs and GPUs, aiming to lower adoption barriers for enterprise customers. So soon your bank might be using a quantum AI to decide if you qualify for that toaster loan. The Sin1 facility in Singapore is now a cross-regional AI hub and innovation center. And for those of you concerned about the environment, it boasts a 20% boost in energy efficiency thanks to advanced cooling and smart automation. So at least when the quantum overlords take over, they'll be energy efficient overlords. I'm telling you. All right, let's get into the meat of the matter, or as I like to call it, the Daily Roast. The Daily Roast today, we're taking on, well, let's just say, a certain tech mogul who used to live in a house and now probably lives in a Twitter reply section. Elon Musk. Now, Elon, you're building rockets, you're building electric cars, you're buying social media platforms like their impulse buys at the grocery store, and apparently even started a political party. At 54, your fortune is still hovering around a cool $400 billion. The Times of India just did a whole piece on how you went from coding a space-themed video game at 12 for $500 to running the world. You know, most people who sold a game for $500 at 12 ended up working at Blockbuster. And look, I appreciate the ambition, but here's the thing, Elon. Between the Neuralinks and the tweets about colonizing Mars, you seem to have forgotten one crucial detail. We still haven't figured out how to get reliable Wi-Fi at my local coffee shop. Maybe, just maybe, before we start planning a condo associations on Mars, we could ensure my Netflix doesn't buffer when I'm trying to watch Seinfeld reruns. You want to reshape national direction? Great. Can you start with making sure my car door doesn't randomly fly open on the highway? Just asking for a friend. Speaking of things that just don't quite connect, like my Wi-Fi, or an AI's understanding of human dignity, or Elon Musk's public relations strategy. Remember earlier when I mentioned that AI toaster burning your toast? Well, I got a new one this morning. I tried to program it to make the perfect bagel. The perfect bagel, medium dark, a little chewy, you know. And this morning I woke up to the smell of smoke. The AI toaster, after analyzing my past bagel choices and apparently consulting the Vatican's new ethical guidelines, decided that my preferences for a slightly underdone bagel was inefficient and lacking in proper human dignity. It then proceeded to incinerate every single bagel in the house, apparently in an attempt to optimize my breakfast experience by eliminating all future breakfast experiences. So much for AI serving the common good, eh? Looks like I'm back to the regular old-fashioned dumb toaster. And at least that one only burns my toast when I forget about it, not when it thinks it's being morally superior. Well, that's our show for tonight, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe, comment. Have a great evening. Thank you.